Hi lovelies, Blossom here, and I just received the Faerie Enchantments Oracle. I'm so excited! Well, we all waited very patiently and finally it's here. So this video is more first impression because I just got it. Here you can see the box, really gorgeous. I love it. And yeah, here you can see the inside. That really looks amazing. And then you have the small book with it, and of course the cards. Now it's a bit, I don't know, I've read the book now and I'm so all over the place that I don't really know where to start. Normally I start with the cards and then I go into the book, but the book is so important, and what I've read so far, it's just amazing. So I think I will show you a bit out of the book with the cards together. We will see now. So there we go. This is the book. It has 108 pages, but first I thought, well, that's not that much. But Ian Daniels makes it possible to put so much information in this little guidebook. It's just amazing. I never had that before in a guidebook, that there is so much good and really how can I say that, very precious information. And it really, the whole box is just a box of magical goodiness. So let's go into the book. Here we see the content, and yeah, half the book more or less is, even a bit more, he talks about fairy and the magical use that you can do, and the rest is the cards. So let's start at the beginning. So here he talks about the hedge witch, and yeah, he goes a bit into folklore, and throughout the book, of course, Celtic mythology. You know, he takes the magic that or the rituals that he suggests here in this book is all about, it comes from folklore magic and fairy tales. So here he talks about that. What I would say is more of like wild magic. At some point he talks about chaos magic in the book. Then he also talks about fairy, the realm. This is really interesting. I really enjoy that. And as I say, in these few pages, there's so much information. I can't read not everything out loud or anything, because it would just take too much time. Then he talks about the enchantments. So, and here he talks also with the elements. He talks the order of the 40 card mirrors, the crystallization from the pure flowing essence of Arwen to the manifestation of physical matter, each successive card developing from the previous one, from the concept of infinite possibility to spiritual conception expressed in the first 24 cards, to birth into the physical world. This birth is represented in the last 16 cards, which illustrate the evolution of the 4 elements. Fire is the realm of spirit, essence and inspiration, the seed of an idea and where all the other realms originate. Water is the realm of emotion, conception and nurture, where the idea is given a form or pattern. Air represents thought, equilibrium and structure. This is the realm where the form is given expression. And earth is the realm of the physical manifestation and matter, where the expression is given physical form. Each of the cards' elemental energy or stage of development is shown from page 58. There we go. Then he also talks about witchcraft, what also comes again from, you know, from an older source, from folklore, and then also alchemy, bewitchings. Here he gives you already little rituals or how you can use a spell. Just to give you an example how he does that, bewitchings. And then we have to coordinate mental energy. Create a fairy rune. I will show you that soon, how you do that. Place the rune together with a white feather, an acorn and a smoky quartz gemstone in the Faerie Enchantments box. Speak these words. Aid me in coordinating my mental energy in order to... State that you wish to achieve Awin, Awin, Awin. So mote it be. Also it gives you then an idea how you can do that to divine negative feelings or to receive secret essence. So there is obviously more in the book. Then he also talks about numbers, magic numbers. So he gives you an explanation when you want to use numbers in your spells or when you make charms. So here we have that. Then he talks, oh yeah, with every number comes, you can create an incense. For the number 1, sage or copal. For number 2, rosemary or pine, and so on. Then the divination. And then he goes into the fairy runes that you can find at the back of each card. So he also talks about how to create those runes, your own runes. I will show you in a second. Now, for example, if we want to do a spell or, you know, like a little ritual and we want to invoke a certain energy, what he suggests here is that we take cards that connect with what we want, and we take 3 cards and let's say I would like to establish personal power. So as you see, I take the first word of the first card, the second of the second card, and the third word of the third card. So then we have establish personal power. So to create that rune now, we see here a square, a dot, and a spiral. And we also have the colors, so a black square, totem color for the dot, and the spiral in dark orange. So that could be already the fairy rune, our own fairy rune for establishing personal power. Just as an idea. I did that very quickly now, so sorry about that. Then we also see there's a stone suggested. So we have here malachite. We could bring that within. And jasper is here. So I have that totem gemstone. Don't have one right now. So this is another possibility to bring that in. Then also we see like here full moon and waxing moon and that this is a time we could do it. We also have the representation of animals. So we have, for example, here bear or raven. I don't have right now here a figure of a bear or a raven, no feathers. Wait, hold on. I have a representation of a bear. There we go. So, no, just silly me. But no, but of course, why not using it? that is something you can do. Then we can also see, just show different cards. At the end, we see places. So here we have facing north, forked pathway, magic circle. So we could create a magic circle on a forked pathway while we face north, while doing this ritual or this little bit of magic while we create the fairy rune, or while we want to invoke that energy. This could be something. There we go. So there are, with those cards, there are endless possibilities, and he gives you just so much to work with. And I have to say, this comes for me for such a good time, because I'm much more working now with like what I call wild magic. You call it whatever you want. It's just my I just say it like that. Wild magic, you know, that is deep rooted and without being so ceremonial. There we go. Yeah, let's talk about the soul cards for a minute. There, so in his books he also gives you a chart, and for me my soul cards would be my sun sign is Aquarius, so first card would be Bridget. Then my moon card is Scorpio, there I had Guidebook. And then the ascendant is Libra, so that is for me Bloodoweth. So sorry, I will butcher all those names, so sorry about that. And there you can see them. So this is Bridget, Guidebook, and Bloodoweth. And then we can also see the back. And see, that's funny. Visualize joyful thoughts, or visualize, bestow, crystallize. So that could be two. Facing northeast, waterfall, mountain. Okay, very. So that's what I mean. You can do so much with those cards. You can change the words around how you need them. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel like this video is a bit all over the place because I'm just so excited. Let's see a bit. Yeah, for this card. This is the Beloved card, where he talks in the book as well. So, and he says about the Beloved card can be thought of as your personal spirit guide, ever watchful, knowing your needs and desires, and offering personal insights on your unique spiritual journey. Your beloved is your subconscious or higher self. And then what he says actually about the Sun card, in this case Bridget for me, represents your consciousness and is the outer projection of your personality. This card defines your individuality, your self-awareness, and your self-identity. Then for the Moon sign, which is Guidebook for me, it says, the Moon card is your inner self or emotional self. It represents your subconscious mind, personal feelings, and your unconscious instincts. And then for the last card, the Ascendant card, with Bloodoweth, is how other people see you and by which they understand you. When meeting others, they will see you through the lens of your Ascendant card rather than your Sun card. That's that. Let's take another look at the book again. So we talked about the fairy runes. Here he also talks about how to create magic charms. At some point in the book he also talks about the OM and how to bring that in. So the plants and trees that are suggested in the cards comes from that, which which is really great because I'm actually studying the OM. I didn't do videos yet on it because I still feel I have to study this more, but it is great. So that's why I say this deck arrived just at a good time for me. And then he talks about the cards themselves and how to use it in an oracle. He also talks about the waxing moon, the full moon, the waning moon. And then he goes into nature spirits. And then we have also very beautiful pictures inside the book. Yeah, this is again about the beloved card, the crow and the bride. And then because he brings actually, so his cards are based on the tarot system. Now, the beloved is manifestation of essence, minor arcana, Arwen, the other card. Those cards are special, the beloved and Arwen. Also the beloved and Arwen is about pure essence, major arcana. I hope, there we go. Ah, just beautiful. Just, yeah, just beautiful. Yeah, and he, like here, Methony would be the fool, Canunos would be the magician, then Dawn for the high priestess, and so on. You can read that, of course, in your book when you get it. Then he also, so there are all the major arcana cards in, and then he gives you also the wands. So we have one card for the ace, and then he has the number 2, 6 and 10 for every element. So the wands, ace, 2, 6 and 10, but he also brings in the energy of the 3 of wands and 4 of wands. So we have all that in. So the same with the cups, the swords and the pentacles, of course. And then he gives you the description of the card. And that's it. The rest is all about the card. So just, but really it is an amazing book. You have to say that. I'm really blown away by it because in this little book is so much information. Maybe some people will be interested to know more about fairy lore, folklore, you know, how fairy in old tradition, not the cute fairies. And I've read recently 2 books that are very good, who also go into Celtic mythology, fairy tales, old folklore. So if you want to know more, I could suggest these books, The Fairy Teachings by Orion Foxwood or The Well of Light by R.J. Stewart. So just in case you would be interested. So don't spend too much time on that. And now I want to have a look at the cards. Now I will show all the cards, so if you still would like to be surprised, don't miss to stop. I will not say the names because, you know, I can say the beloved, I can say that. Here we have Arwen that we saw before. Oh, they are just, let's just spend some time on looking at these cards because it's just beautiful. Beautiful artwork. There was Methony. It's just great when you see, you know, that's why I put them like that, so you can read. Here we have Canunos. Then the next card, I have to look myself, Dawn. They are just really, really beautiful, and so many that I haven't seen yet because I didn't watch any reviews yet, or I didn't look it too much up on Instagram, because the first time I wanted to be surprised. Normally I don't buy a deck without knowing all of the cards, but this time I really wanted to be surprised. Then that is just amazing. I love that card. And they are all beautiful. All really beautiful. So that was the Hierophant. Here would be the Lovers. And that would be then the Chariot. This, when I first saw that, I fell completely in love. So, can I play favorites? Yes, I will. This is my favorite card. It's so powerful and so amazing. And then that owl here, it's stunning, stunning. Yeah, I have to say with every card that I just, they're so amazing. So amazing. They will not be completely in the right order now. Because, yeah, well, I didn't pay attention to that now, sorry. But I think it's okay, because when you get it, you will know what card it is. And I really love, how do you say that? The coloration, the tone, because it's not, yeah, I don't know. You see it, you know what I mean. I don't know the word, sorry about that. I think that was Morrigan. Yes, it was. Which one was that? I want to say Dylan. Yes. And of course, I love that card. If you have seen any videos of me, you know, as soon as I see something like Glastonbury Tour in the background, I'm sold. It's just so beautiful, and I hope that the camera actually captures this. That was, oh yeah, well, I don't know how to pronounce that. That was that card. Also here, her face, I think, just so well done. How would you pronounce that? Kikfa? Also very, very, very beautiful. I really love that card. While I'm looking at it now again, I get lost, you know. Sorry about that. I try to make it quick. Ah, beautiful. And so powerful here. I think that would be Luke, if I'm not... No, Lou, is that... Oh, I have to check that up. And I know this should be the World card. I think you can see that. Amazing. I think we should be in the Wands normally. Could be a cup, that should be... Yeah, well, it has to be a cup card, I would think so. That's why I'm saying I don't have them right now in the right order anymore. Ah, so beautiful. It's really interesting. I'm really thinking about that now, because it was such a nice surprise to see so many cards now for the first time without looking them up on the internet. I have to think about that. Yeah, they are just, you know, amazing. I don't want to say too much about the cards now, because I think this is all of such a personal experience that you will have with those cards. It's really like you open the box and out comes pure magic, as soon as you open the box. And yeah, he did a great job there. Even if I was very impatient. I'm not used to it. It was the first time that I ordered something on Kickstarter. So usually I order and next day it's in my mailbox. But that is being spoiled, you know. Beautiful, just beautiful. You can always see the name afterwards. I don't remember that card. Okay. Ah, love that. With the bear in the background. He's amazing. And I think now comes my 3 cards. So this is Blood of Earth. How do you pronounce? I think I read for so many years those names, but you know, in a very weird way. But this year in summer I will visit Wales. Those cards go with, and I will find somebody who teaches me how to pronounce that. I was looking it up on the internet, but there are many different ways, and I don't know if that is always true, so better ask somebody who actually lives in Wales. I really enjoy that image of Bridget. It's different from every other Bridget image that I have ever seen, so it's very interesting. And I'm not sure, because I know she's somehow with cows. So are we looking here, she's associated with cows, white cows, something. I have to look that up again. And this was Cradylette. Joyful freedom. Yeah, so that are all the cards. So what he also suggests when you make spells or anything, that you can put your items in the box, so an acorn, a seashell, maybe here rose quartz, whatever that will be, you know, and then you can close it. So I'm very happy that I did already a bag for the cards, because I will use the box like that, because it's such a pretty box. I will not throw it away. Usually I do, but it's a beautiful box, and it's a great idea, you know, to store your items, or even if you create your magic charms, to store them in there for to manifest and so on. So again, I think what he have created here with the cards, with the artwork, especially with the book, who would have thought that there would fit so much information and so much good information in here. Such a great deck, so much more than an oracle deck. I don't even know how much I will use that as an oracle. Probably I will, but I think I will use it much more for magical purpose. And yeah, it's just great. So I want to apologize because this video is not very organized. It's a bit all over the place. I hope this is okay. Normally I don't do that, but I'm just so excited and so happy that I have it now, and I wanted to give a first impression. I will work longer with it, and if there is any interest, I'm happy to do another video, but that takes a bit time, you know. I prefer to take like a month or 2 or 3 months to work with a deck in an intense manner, and especially with this deck you can do so much. So there we go. With which card we stop, I don't know. They're all great. Oh, I like the bear here, so let's do that. So thank you very, very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Much love and blessings. Have a wonderful day, and bye bye.